What is going on, you guys? Send It With Spence back. We have the 6 Series in front of us. Let's take a look. Plan today is take apart the valve cover, try to get that off. I have a new gasket for it, as well as need to take apart some of these items and check out what is going to be needed for me to change out a couple crush washers, throw some fresh spark plugs in there, and hopefully get this thing roadworthy. That will be this kind of next part of the series. Hopefully I'm going to try to figure out some wheels, tires, once it starts getting rolling, and then maybe do like something like lowering or something down the road. But that probably won't all be in this episode, but this is what we're going to start with. So that's the plan. I'm going to try to do a little time lapse after I get some tools together here and start to take things apart. I'm going to mark a couple of these things, or at least try to. So hoping that this gives me some indication for when I put it back on, that we can see the mark. I know which side's up and which side's down, because it doesn't look like they're giving us any sort of indication. There's a part number in the bottom side because I already unplugged it, so I'm going to switch that around, keep it in the correct orientation, and get back to it. Throw my other glove back on. I think I have enough stuff taken apart to pull the valve cover now. Alright. Fingers crossed. I've taken out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, 8. I think I counted that one already. 2, 4, 6, 8 bolts, 9 bolts. I am right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I was just tripping. So 9 bolts out, wiring harnesses undone. I pulled some of the bolts back in their places. Fingers crossed, I'm going to pull this off. Hopefully it doesn't dump oil. It seemed to be a little wet right here. But, well, we will see what happens right now. Oh, I have one tube here that was not undone. Alright. Valve cover's out. There's not very much oil in there, which is awesome. So that's good. That is a plus. We'll go find a place to put this. Okay, so I've already managed to drop some stuff in here. So I'm going to have to clean this up. Peel off that old gasket. It actually looks pretty decent. Maybe the seeping was just from the time. You mechanic people out there, okay, there's another chunk, are probably screaming at me through the screen or phone, whatever you're watching it on, and how I'm doing this. But I got no one to help me. So these bolts right here are, oh wow, oh my god, those are super loose. Look at that, you see that? That's what I was worried about, and that's what everyone has told me on the internet to worry about, is these right here. They're banjo bolts, and they have some crush washers on them. Oh boy. Yeah, that thing was finger loose. Wow. So this right here is what I really needed to take this apart for, to find out what size crush washer, one here and one here. Oh, you know what? There's one on the bottom as well. I was told there was 4. I need to know what size these are so I can get replacements, as these bolts are known to come out and that can cause a huge problem. This is like an oil rail or something like that. That just sprays oil on the top. So I'm going to work on that, and we're going to move on to the next step. Alright, you guys, so I have the valve cover back on. I've gotten this crush washer out. There's 4 of them total, to my understanding. I will be able to verify that once we actually go to make the repair. That crush washer is what I needed. I didn't know the size, and there wasn't a lot of information out there, so I need to take it apart, find out what crush washer I need. I'm going to get, I think, 4 of these total, Once I have what we need there, I'll go ahead and get to putting that back together, and I'm going to learn how to check valve clearance. So that'll be kind of the next part, but that's going to be moving on to a different day in entirety. But it'll be in the same episode, so for me it'll probably be like a week. For you it'll be right now. What is going on, you guys? Back again, different day, same car. I'm going to start to put some stuff back together. I had the valve cover just sitting back on top there, just keeping stuff out of the engine bay for the time being. I'm going to go ahead and take that off, put down the gasket, and I have crush washers somewhere here that are going to go on that oil feed rail. There's going to be 2 per bolt on top and bottom. So I'm going to throw those on, torque them down. I actually have a torque wrench. We're going to make that happen, at least do that right, and then put everything else back together. Awesome. Check it out. So I'm going to stop here. I've torqued down these and these here. I'm going to go ahead and wait just a second before I put the gasket on. I'm going to throw in some fresh spark plugs. Got a little bit of anti-seize here in a bag, so put those on. Then after those are in, plug back in the coil leads, and then valve cover on. Alright, spark plugs are in. I'm going to go ahead and lay down the gasket for the valve cover here. Just going to wipe my hands really quick, grab a flashlight and just look through. Just make sure there's nothing in there. Nope, all looks good to me. Let's go ahead and put the valve cover back on and start to hook it up. This thing has a real tight fit. Let's hopefully not pinch it. Alright, so BMW is back together. Next step is the battery. I'll catch you guys on another day. Alright, you guys, batteries dropped in, different day, new merch. Dad's recording behind the camera. If you want to go ahead and hop in, we're going to go around the block.
And just nurse it around. Cool.
This thing's bumpy. Heck yeah. This is sick.
Give it a little bit, see if it responds.
Those tires have some flat spots in them.
Oh yeah.
Oh, chirp the tires a little.
Give it a little bit just so the rev come up a little bit. There, now we're talking. He's got the eye of the tiger right now. Look at this guy. I'm all over with the camera bouncing that.
Alright. Alright, you guys. OG to be with me for the last part. Dropped that battery in. Drove it around the block. Both repping the new merch. There it is. Next couple steps here for the BMW, you're going to be working on some of the suspension because it drives like a boat right now. Fresh tires and some wheels, but you guys will see that in the next episode. Thanks for watching. We'll see you then.